Magashule is challenging the legality of the charges leveled against him on the 255 million rand asbestos scandal at the High Court in Bloemfontein. Judgment has been reserved on that matter, and we cross live to Bloemfontein, where Magashule is set to address.
There's no case against me. Today we have heard that the charges against me is one, oversight. What is oversight in terms of criminal law? And in terms of the law, I'm not the accounting officer. And I think their defense was saying that. But I'm an executive authority. And I don't run the Department of Human Settlement, even though I'm in charge of the entire province in terms of interacting with those who are responsible. It is not even the MECs who actually play, they can play oversight, but they are not accounting officers, just like your minister, your president. Number two, count two, they say, I failed to report crime. So I think our lawyers got into that. Count three, and they say it's count 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You did not. In fact, you gave a particular student of a certain Refilo Mokoena money to study in US. And the question was from my lawyers, what have I benefited? Because if you charge me of fraud and corruption, it means I have benefited. So let's leave the judgment to the judge. Fortunately, the judge was a magistrate. She grew within the ranks, and she will understand even the way I was arrested. The way I was arrested in terms of the law and criminal law. And you see, the lawyer I've taken, senior counsel Hordes, is one of the best, if not the best, criminal lawyers in this country. And just ask simple questions. I think the public throughout South Africa was listening. I'm not going to be the judge. There are certain points, the argues, and I was happy that from the state they recognize our contribution and my contribution to the struggle. So giving students bursaries, agreeing to people to give students, and encouraging black and white, because all over, throughout my history, the MEC Education will tell you when we started the Career Guidance Center in my township, even in the 80s, we gave students bursaries. We established the Tumala Career Guidance Center. When we came in, we created the Hlasela Fund, which the then public protector, Tulima Donsel advised us not to call it Hlasela, because there was a Hlasela program which was government, and we listened to her, and we came with the Friends of the Free State. And all of us, mayors, myself, we were contributing every month. I was contributing 1,000 rand, MECs were contributing 500, the mayors were contributing. That was our money, and we were giving it to our students. You can go to all universities in South Africa, you can go internationally, you can go to Cuba, you can go to Bulgaria, you can go to Germany, you can go to India, you can go to Portugal, island of Madeira, you can go to Turkey, you can go to Germany. You can go to the University of Free State, University of Cape Town, NWU, Stellenbosch, black and white. We have not just assisted certain students, even students who qualified, the top 100 who did not have bursaries. I will talk to other business people, black and white, to assist those students. So this is what we have been doing. And I'm looking forward to somebody saying, yes, I've received R1 million, yeah, done this. People who have received money are never charged. And they agree. And they say it, they admit at the Zondo Commission, I've received money. I've received money from the cook, I've received money from this friend, I've received money. Maybe it was genuine, they received, they were given, friends. I'm not entering that space. So I have not received any money.
Do you feel
so where is corruption?
Do you feel you're being targeted over nothing?
Well, my lawyers argue that this is a political trial, and they argue with proof what the prosecution is doing and has been doing. It was live, so I'm sure you guys will sit down, analyze, and be objective, listen to both sides, the state and our as an application, our lawyers, and you can also make an opinion. I can't make an opinion. It's for the judge to decide. But to make an opinion, Magashule is charged with 70 charges of corruption and all that. Tell the people, analyze it, and tell them even what the state is saying today. Yeah. So when I get into the box, whatever, I've always said I'm ready to face the law because I am not corrupt. I've never taken a cent, and I'm continuing even now, even through my money, giving students money to study.
SG, Potato here at the Sunday Times. You speak about the manner in which you were arrested. I thought you had handed yourself over to the Hawks office in November last year. Can you please just take us through what you...
No, when you charge somebody, with the charges you are talking about, you are supposed to be given an opportunity in terms of the criminal law. And once you have been interacted with you, then they may actually decide after you have responded to charge or not to charge. In this case, everything was on the me. Magashule is going to be arrested on this day. I can't give you my sources because my sources are within the same people. People are not just happy of what is actually happening in this country. Okay. So they can't keep quiet when injustice is actually done. And I said with my lawyers, if we have charges against us, I'm available. I can't run away. Where will I go? And then I said, okay, I'll come. Now, when they arrest, as before I go to court in the morning, they then explain, you are charged under the following, blah, blah, blah. It was not supposed to happen that way. Yeah, that's what the law says, it's not me. And that's what everybody understands. And the state doesn't argue against all those things because it's a well-known what is right in terms of what the law and the criminal law and our constitution. One of the things is our Bill of Rights. We have rights, so you can't just tremble and you charge us later, by the way, yeah, because you don't want us to participate in the body politics of the ANC.
Yeah. Maybe as a follow-up from myself, SG, the accusation is around you getting kickbacks, which were then used.
There's no allegation. There's no allegation like that in this court. So don't cite something which is not there, because you are fabricating your own imagination. There's no such. Just give it. Where is that?
They're saying the money that people got that you donated to people to go study was sort of kickbacks from the people who got tenders through the Free State government.
No, please. There's no such a thing. Don't come with something which is outside the court now. And this is where the media is wrong. Don't be like people who twist. You remember Judge Squirrel? Squirrel? Squires, who said, I have never said the relationship between Zuma and Shabir is generally corrupt. It was the media which, now you are doing the same. Don't do that, don't twist it. At least you are in court.
The indictment says one of the charges has got to do with your failure to report corruption. How do you respond to that charge in that indictment? They say you failed to report a criminal activity.
Who identified that there was corruption? And if there is somebody who identified corruption and reported it, is there somebody who has reported that case? How will I know in that department that there is corruption happening there? How will I know that? How?
Exactly.
Yeah, all those who are captured. I'm not captured, I will never be captured. My focus is on the African agenda, black agenda, and generally South Africans, because I'm a non-racialist. That's why you see Carl here, a white man who abandoned all the privileges during the years of struggle and went to jail and went to exile and trained with the Army Mkondo Sizwe and became an ambassador, and during Mandela he was the spokesperson of Mandela, and people today say, who is this Carl Niehaus? When he sacrificed, when all these ones who are criticizing him today were not part of the struggle. And a principled man like this deserves to be acknowledged. So we acknowledge you all the time. Thank you very much, colleagues. We are done now. Thank you very much.
All right, Ace Magashule there addressing the media outside court, saying that this is a political trial. That's what his lawyers are going to argue, saying the case is not about kickbacks that he received and urging the media not to twist things. He's also questioned about his alleged lack of reporting of fraud, and he ended off that briefing by saying he's not captured and he has never been captured.